wins with the Blue Devils. We will get underway here. Serving for Duke is Lizzie Fleming, the graduate student middle blocker. Get to the starting lineups in a moment as Siana Tejada puts it down for the first point. For the Hurricanes, it's Savannah Vach, Flor Marie Heredia Colon, Abby Cassiano, Janice Leao, Angela Grieve, Grace Lopez, and the libero Neilani Feliciano. For Duke on the other end, Rachel Richardson, Gracie Johnson, Emma Worthington, Carrie Keefe, Jess Robinson, Lizzie Fleming, and the libero Madison Bryant.
And right off the bat, we're talking about her, Grace Lopez, right there scoring with an ace. And as a lefty, she has a nasty jumper from 5 to 5, but you're going to see right now.
Lopez started the season as a reserve and has become one of the Hurricanes' stars already as we reach the near midpoint of the season. Duke on the board for the first time.
Nice pass there using their middles. Siana Tejada also scored for the Canes. Drafted as an outside, playing great as a middle blocker.
Carrie Keefe serving, the sophomore outside hitter from California. Angela Grieve is dug out by Johnson. Well done in the back row. Some good defense at the other end from Worthington. Feliciano sets Grieve.
Nice block.
Good pass, but a mistake on the swing from Richardson. She goes long, and Miami tacks on another point, 3-1.
She went for that deep dig towards position 1. A little bit too much, went out of bounds.
Angela Grieve will serve for the Hurricanes.
Great serve.
Richardson tips it and then does well to recover defensively. Long swing again from the junior out of Ellicott City, Maryland, and it's 4-1 Hurricanes.
We will see great serving, obviously, from both teams at this level. Everybody needs to serve to disrupt, but we will see the Canes trying to force because they know that they can try to break that passing lane for Duke.
Grieve to serve once again. It's a good one.
There you go.
Blue Devils actually ended up doing pretty well with that, but it's no matter. Cologne slams it down cross court. Miami 5, Duke 1. Strong start for the home team. Another look.
And that fast-paced offense for Maria Heredia from the Dominican Republic, smacking it down from the left side.
Grieve, one of the stronger servers on Miami's roster, with another good one. Feliciano with the dive. Cologne with the swing and the kill.
What a great job by Feliciano doing what she has to do.
And both teams that are expected to finish in that top third of the ACC each split their first 2 ACC matches a weekend ago. Nice dig from Feliciano. That ball was rocketed.
Another
Lopez
one.
Tips it. Good recovery this time. Free ball from Vach. Swing from Richardson. Feliciano gets there again.
God, she's on fire today.
Blocked at the net is Vach. Well done by Richardson. Long rally back and forth. And Richardson finally ends it with a kill. Feliciano did well defensively, but the third time was the charm on an attack at her.
Feliciano's on a mission. That position has been going back and forth. She was the starting libero this year. For whatever reason, she wasn't starting, so I think she doesn't want to miss this spot. And she's truly earning it.
Blue Devils snap the scoring skid out of the timeout, but Miami gets it right back. Cologne with her third kill.
Great serving by the Canes. That lead that you see, I mean, great serving leads to good digging because the other team cannot be in running system. Great digging, and then transition offense doing great, and that fast-paced offense from Savannah back.
Neilani Feliciano, the sophomore, has 6 aces on the season and nearly got her 7th there. Idalia's Rosado into the match with the dig. Cologne, she's got another one. 4 kills on 7 swings already for the sophomore out of the Dominican Republic.
That's why she got recruited. She has that big arm, big swing. You can see they're tooling against the block, which is what you do when the block is already set in front of you.
Feliciano, the deep serve. Johnson does well.
That could have been a double, no call.
And Duke puts it down, makes it 8-3.
Libero will serve now for
Madison Bryant, graduate student from Anderson, South Carolina. It's a good serve to Cologne. Vach sets her back. Well done by Bryant to get to that ball. Swing from the back row, might have been headed out. Feliciano plays it safe. Lopez with the kill.
Great job by Feliciano. For all those young players, when you don't know whether the ball is in and out, you play it out. That's the rule. She did the right thing. Great swing by Lopez, hitting out of one. What a great arm.
Savannah Vach, one of the top setters in the country, serving. Tried showing off the defensive skills there, but just an instant too late.
Emma Worthington as a setter being in the front, very scrappy there on that ball in the net. This is not her first rodeo. You can tell she knows what to do when those balls are tight there.
Worthington to serve now. Another graduate student on this Duke roster hails from Omaha, Nebraska. Vach sets Cologne. Nice
that ball
pancake.
landed on the floor. Yes, it did.
By mistake. It is ruled down, and Cologne has 5 kills. Duke has 4 points.
Karen Harper there on the line, an experienced referee. She saw the play, and when you can see her there, she saw the touch, and she saw that it landed. That's the help that you need as a ref.
Yep.
Great job.
Cologne to serve now. Has that big jump serve.
Wow.
Boy, that was vicious. But Duke takes advantage nonetheless. Gracie Johnson. Talked about her in the open, one of the top outside hitters in the conference.
The ultimate equalizer. When you have those outside that can go over the block, as you can see there, you can always have a great chance to score.
Good serve to Feliciano. Free ball for Duke, easily slammed down by Lizzie Fleming, San Francisco native.
It's a good serve. Modern volleyball, if you don't serve well, you don't have a shot. That's why you see all these offensive serves. You need to disrupt that offense. That's why you're there.
A little bit of a miss hit from Grieve, but Lopez does well to get it to Cologne.
Great chance now on that free ball.
Duke, though, comes away with the point. Looked like it was, once again, Fleming in there. Maybe some help from Richardson.
But everything starts with that serve from Gracie Johnson.
Miami led by 7. Lead's been trimmed down to 3. Cassiano puts it down. Was it wide? It was. Point goes to Duke with no touch. 10-8.
Great opportunity at the service line. Getting her team back.
Beg your pardon, Miami led by 6. It was 9-3. Since then, Duke on a 5-1 run to get back in this.
Having trouble passing the Canes. That's why you see another free ball. Pretty much there.
Vach sets Lopez, who's blocked at the net. Richardson was there. Fleming dug out by Feliciano. Vach, Grieve, there it is.
One of her favorite shots when she's in trouble there. She goes deep to that line. Very hard to dig that ball.
And Vach just continues to put her teammates in good position. She's 11th in the country in assists per set, 10.64, number that leads the ACC. Big swing and a cross-court kill from Kerry Keefe, who has an ACC Hitter of the Week honor to her ledger this year.
Great swing there. One of the things that I've seen that the Canes have been struggling a bit is blocking from their outsides. On the obviously when they set the opposite, on the rights are also on slides.
Duke trying to have the deficit right now. Won't be on this point. Grace Lopez once again. Her second kill.
Great swing, as you can see there. Effortless. She can also pass. She could be an outside. Obviously, they need her here as an opposite. But look at that fast arm there. Very nice swing.
Now she'll serve. Feliciano got there, but the ball goes out of bounds on the other end. And it's 12-10. Credit to Duke. This set could have gotten away from them early, Allen. Miami came out firing, Duke struggling, even the timeout didn't quite recover, and then something has flipped over these last few points, and a chance again to trim it to 1.
I think it's a couple of blocks that they got, and great serving from Gracie Johnson.
And there it is, down to 1.
One of the issues that I've seen, like I said, blocking from that left side. I mean, if you're looking at it from the blocker's perspective, you know, the outsides, they need to get a little bit more blocking for their teams.
Jess Robinson cuts it to 1, and a near ace. Great job by Vach to just get that ball over the net. Grieve goes long,
No
and
touch.
she
Yes, there was
did
a touch.
get the touch.
Yeah, Duke knows it.
Can often tell by the reaction from the players, and none of them seem to question it. See what we can tell. Certainly touch, 13-11. Grieve to serve now. Swing from the back row, Feliciani
Nice dig.
digs it out. Lopez, big swing.
That ball is out the moment it touches and it goes to the other side. Let me tell you, the level right now, it's very, very high level volleyball. These past 25 points altogether have been all great points, great serving, great digs. Everything has been going on here, has been phenomenal.
Grieve gets a friendly bounce off the net. Robinson, that's a big time swing. The angle on that was going to be difficult for anyone on the other end.
They have been struggling blocking that right side. As you can see, that's the middle running that slide. Usually those slides, you know, at this level come cross-court. Block seems to be staying too much on that line. Haven't been able to make adjustments in more than a couple of matches.
Cologne. Boy, she has just been fantastic tonight, Alan. 6 kills on 10 swings, as well as an assist. No errors either.
As a coach and as a net setter, I want to give her all the credit that she deserves, but Savannah Vach should get half of those points. Her sets, that fast-paced set, that it's pretty actually hard to achieve. She's very consistent with it.
There's a reason Savannah Vach is a 3-time All-ACC performer.
Yes, it does. Oh, and a nice up there. They got lucky.
Well done by Miami. Good opportunity for Duke, though, and indeed putting it down is Kerry Keefe, who's been effective from the back row.
Very good. Also a lefty who can hit from the right side, even though she can play outside too. Plenty of back row right now in the NCAA, which we love because that's what happens on the next level, which is international level.
Bryant serves well long. Smart by Rosado to let it go.
Easy call for the other line judge, Daniel Karp.
Here is Vach. We've talked about her a lot. Back at Miami for her 5th year. She sets Cassiano, adjusts in the air, and she fooled the Blue Devils on that one.
First time I laid eyes on Savannah Vach, she was 14 years old and she was playing for a national championship. They came in second. She was a superstar at OTBA, and she's been that ever since.
2018 Prep Volleyball National Player of the Year in high school, has more than lived up to expectations in Coral Gables.
Could have been another double. Thankfully, we got the point also. Savannah can hit. Not too many people know that, even though she runs a 5-1. She used to be a great hitter. Obviously, Ken knows club owners and letting them know you need to see them, you know, see these girls.
Good serve from Vach, run down by Worthington. Rosado and Feliciano miscommunication there leads to a point for the Blue Devils coming out of the timeout. That's a big one to slice it down to 4 after the stoppage.
The moment you see all of your players fighting for balls, going to the ground, you know that at least you don't have to be coaching effort.
Yeah.
These people are on.
Serve goes to Rosado, miss hit towards the scorer's table, and an ace. It is the first of the night for Duke, matching Miami's mark.
Rosado needs to take care of that ball. Obviously, she's a DS, and she's been also a libero on this team, so that's her job.
11th service ace of the season for Emma
She got
Worthington.
it done now.
Lopez stuffed at the net. Lizzie Fleming got up on that one.
And in a second, we just saw one ace, one ball that they couldn't actually run offense on, 2 blocks. One more time, serving, setting everything else.
And just like that, it's Miami. Played in every match last year as a freshman, but was somewhat rotational. This year, she's been a primary starter. set her high school's record with 2,221 digs at Plano Senior High School.
Oh, somebody hit the net there. Nobody saw it.
No call.
What are they doing?
Oh, well, they give the point to
Yes.
see.
If she touches the ball, if the Duke player battle or contest that ball and they both touch it, then it was on her plane. Even though it was, the Duke player didn't touch it. So the correct call will be if she was reaching over, but that's not what they called.
This is exactly what the official is looking at here. Thank you to our producer, Craig White, for pulling that up for us.
Because what they call is an illegal attack. She didn't attack the ball, so that's not the correct call. Whether you can call a reach over, but that's not what they call. So let's see.
Point stays with Duke.
I wish I can ask her based on what.
I think Ken Ogandara is asking that same question. It looks like she is saying that Duke did touch the ball.
Well, she didn't. I mean, like I said, I don't want to rip off refs because I know it's way easier for here.
Don't hold me to that. I'm just trying to lip read from far away.
But that's the wrong call. What they can call is that she went over the plane. That's not what they're talking about, though.
Well, nonetheless, it is 18-17 Miami. And Cologne, did she get a touch? No. Duke has come all the way back to tie this match. Trailed 9-3 and then trailed 18-13. 5 straight points out of the timeout for the Blue Devils, who can now go in front for the first time. Cologne tries the same swing, and
Daniel Carp called it in. Line judge. They might double check now.
Get another challenge.
This is what you don't really want. Well,
I couldn't tell live, to be perfectly honest.
Well, the line judge saw it, so they're asking for a touch. I think he saw it in, though. Well, 2 in a row, you don't want to have those.
Another huge decision. Which team will take the 19-18 advantage here in the opening set? It's been a great 25 minutes of volleyball so far. Slowed down quite a bit here with these 2 reviews.
Let's see what happens. Obviously, it's an important play. I don't think from this angle they can determine anything. It's very tough to see. I see the ball inside, and like I said, the line judge called it in. I think it was a good call.
Let's see. It looks like it's in, but let's see. Yeah, this should help slow.
That ball is in, my friend. The ball is in.
Yeah, that's a great shot right there. Our camera operators here tonight do such a great job. I think that ball is pretty clear. Here's another great view, potentially. I think that one was in. So again, this is what the official is looking at.
Well, that last angle that we saw, it's pretty easy to see that it was in.
Let's see.
In.
I think that's
way in.
Right?
I'm not going to say I think because we can see well.
100%.
Right?
You see the ball bouncing up. Yeah, that's not even close. It's clearly in.
Yeah, it's pretty easy call.
That's unquestionably in. So this should be overturned. I'll say this, that was a difficult one for the officials. That was really close, cross-court, difficult, but this is why replay review exists, to get that right.
I will go further than this. This is a sport that's
actually...
No, she gave it, yeah.
My apologies. Pointed right initially.
The ball is going really fast. That's why we need the slow-mo. But thankfully, at least they didn't get 2 in a row.
Yes.
I'm still wondering about the first goal. Like I said, I know my rules, and I don't know what they actually said.
Put her hand to the right at first, and I was astonished, but then gave the point back to the Hurricanes, who lead 19-18, and then give it right back. Cologne puts it into the net, 19-all. Thank you again to our camera folks here tonight. Got so many great views on both of those replays. Gracie Johnson will serve, 19 apiece. And she does the same, giving it back to the Hurricanes, 20-19.
Really good volleyball here being played in this first set. I can't believe we're still in the first set.
Yeah.
It's been one of the longest sets ever.
Yep. Miami going to go to Milana Miosio to serve.
Milana was starting as a libero. Now they need her as a DS.
Moisio, I beg your pardon.
Nice
Dug
dig.
out by Vach. Moisio sets Lopez. She's blocked. Grieve is there. Duke continue to do well defensively. Can they take advantage on the offensive end? No. Sayana Tejada and Angela Grieve are there to double the Hurricane lead.
At last, she has what it takes. Angie Greaves doing what she has to. I know they've been training with her a lot. She got it done really well, as you can see. She abandoned that line and she made her hit. You won the ball, hit it to the line.
Good serve by Moisio.
Nice.
Block at the net once again, Sayana Tejada.
Great job by Sayana Tejada. But like I said, for those young girls, she was recruited as an outside, and now she's a starting middle. It takes a special athlete to change for whatever the team needs.
Fort Lauderdale native making an impact for her hometown team. Nearly came up with yet a third block. Robinson is partially blocked at the net. Lopez mishits it, and Duke tacks on a key point, makes it 22-20. Well done by Robinson to stick with that. Excuse me, Richardson, I beg your pardon.
Lopez didn't actually have too much room there for anything.
Here's Christina Barrow, the sophomore from Fayetteville, Georgia. Haven't seen her much yet. She's called in to serve in a big point. Goes to Lopez. Vach sets Grieve cross court, dug out. Well done by Richardson. Swing from Keefe, and she puts it down, 22-21.
Feliciano, even though they scored, always there, always touching those balls, not making it easy.
Can't say enough about the competitiveness of the Blue Devils. Every time it looks like Miami might pull away, Duke comes back, although that's a huge point for the Hurricanes, 23-21.
When we started, I told you that these are very similar teams, and talent-wise, I'm talking about. So whoever gets hot is going to get this.
Duke going to bring the libero, Madison Bryant, back in as Grace Lopez steps behind the line for the Hurricanes. Big serve, Bryant with the
great job,
receive. Keefe tips it. Was it in?
Bounds.
No. And it's set point for Miami.
Another good call by the line judge, Daniel Karp there, sharp.
Good overhead look here.
Players know.
Yep.
You see her there, she turned.
Smart by Feliciano to let it go. Lopez serving for the set. Cologne puts it over. Nice dump. Diving play from Feliciano. Free ball for Duke, but well done by Miami to even keep it alive.
Yes.
A block at the net by Vach and Tejada. Here's Richardson. She goes line. She missed it. Miami wins set one.
Starting position 6 now.
Rosado, the junior DS out of Puerto Rico.
Nice touch.
Vach sets Tejada, who puts it down for the opening point of the set. She's really made an impact tonight, Alan.
Not only blocking, I was about to tell you, I don't think anybody's actually looking for her on offense since she's actually learning this position, but she knows what she's doing. And actually, if she's hot, I will set her a lot of balls. I don't think she's in anybody's game plan.
4 points, 2 kills, 2 blocks. Good serve from Rosado. Richardson swings cross court. Rosado's there. Vach sets Grieve. Softer hit than we're used to seeing from her. Keefe with the kill.
We've seen even some serves. The last one from Rosado didn't have too much steam in it, but it was just placed well. So not too many aces, but great serving, and I'm actually struggling. Plenty of times in which teams have been playing off system.
Keefe serve goes long. We've seen that a few times from Duke over the last several points. After the service was so clean through the first 30 points or so of the opening set.
Well, you do multiple sports. Here, like I said, you need to risk that serve a bit, otherwise it's a score, it's a point anyway, so that's why you see this in modern volleyball.
Richardson, boy, she's got some hops.
She did, and she smacked that ball almost from 4 to 4.
2-2 after the kill from the junior from Ellicott City, Maryland.
Great hit.
Feliciano had to adjust to get to that ball and somehow able to get it to Vach, who dumped it for the kill.
When you play a 5-1 and you have a setter like her, she can turn at any moment. She saw that line drive and she said, there's nothing I can do with this one except that dump. She went for the two-handed dump there.
There's Angela Grieve. 4th year out of Jupiter, Florida.
Trying to serve short, and it was just a bit short. Usually when you see the Canes or any other team trying to serve short, obviously you want to create a situation, but you're trying to take that middle off the play. So in this rotation, for whatever reasons, they wanted that player out. It's another.
Right back.
And that was pretty deep there. If you want to miss, you want to miss long. You don't want to miss going into the line. Avi Casiano coming back in now for the Canes. Rosado goes out.
And Feliciano heads behind the service line. Goes to Johnson, who then gets the set, goes line, and puts it down. See that talent, talked about her in the Open, the graduate student from Virginia Beach, one of the best outside hitters in the conference.
Chess match between both teams. Obviously, they want to put their best hitter on the setter.
Vach to Cologne. She's cooled down since her excellent start, but still having a heck of a night. That's 8 kills on 13 swings.
Well, she had to cool down, otherwise she would have broken the scoring record of the ACC. I mean,
Bryant to Johnson.
Nice up there.
Lucky ball for Duke. Swing from Keefe, blocked at the net by Cologne. Casiano was there as well.
I've been living here for 10 years, and it still gets me that the ball hits the roof, and they keep on playing. That's a very American rule. Nobody else in the world. Nice ace.
Only, of course, if it stays on your side of the court,
yes.
as Miami picks up its 2nd ace of the evening, the 12th of the season for Savannah Vach.
Couple of differences between international game and NCAA game. First of all, only 6 subs at the professional level, an Olympian player. The ball cannot touch the roof, and liberos cannot serve. Out of bounds.
This is long. And once again, Miami in early control of the set.
Everything starts with that great serve to disrupt that offense. It's a good serve. Struggling.
Moisio, Vach, Cologne slams it down. 9-4 Hurricanes.
That's a big statement there. From 4 to 4. Said if you can do it, I can do it too.
It's a 9th kill of the night for the talented sophomore.
Great serving by both teams, but obviously at this moment, great serving by Savannah Vach, great serving by Miami. Coach Keno knew that he had to pressure their passers.
Duke gonna go to Ngazi Elo for the first time tonight. The redshirt sophomore middle blocker out of Peachtree City, Georgia, replaces Kerry Keefe. Gracie Johnson,
No touch.
Unlucky roll off the net. And Miami for the...
disrupting that offense, not making it easy, and they have been able to get Duke to playoff system a whole bunch of times.
And particularly impressively, despite being aggressive serving, Miami only has 2 errors as Vach can't control that one, and Duke gets a point out of the timeout.
Yes, they do. We see a sub there.
The Miami faithful in front of us seem to want a double touch call. None was given.
They asked for a double touch. I'm going to expand on the double touch situation right now. Pass.
Casiano blocked at the net. Cologne will give it a go. Here's a good opportunity for Duke. Bryant to Johnson. That was a bit discombobulated. And see if the Hurricanes can take advantage. They can. Double-digit kills for Cologne already, and we're not even midway through the 2nd set. She has 10 on the night.
Plenty of people in the volleyball community are making a run to try to get rid of doubles. I'll expand on that later. First of all, it's not an advantage, it's actually a disadvantage. But since everybody calls it different, people want to get rid of it. And I agree.
Rachel Richardson, who's been active, puts it down for her 4th kill. Miami's done well to limit her so far tonight.
I don't think there's been a game that has more rule changing than volleyball in the last 20 years. It has become a different sport. I think getting rid of doubles will actually make it perfect, and they should stop at that.
Clearly, a lot of those rule changes have really worked to increase the popularity. I don't know that, especially at the college level, it has ever been more popular.
You used to have to serve just to let you know
of course,
to
yeah,
score.
Right.
And it was only 2:15, but matches will last 4 to 5 hours.
Yep.
So pretty much, even though I was part of that change, I remember hating rally point, and now I'm like, this is the biggest blessing ever. So good run by Duke now, only down by 4.
Bach to Grieve, make it 5.
Right in the middle of the court, great placing by Angelo Greaves, who looks like a seasoned veteran already. Sub by Duke.
Bryant going to come back in, the libero, as Cassiano checks out for Rosado for the Hurricanes. She will serve.
Rosado comes from a family of liberos. Her sister actually played at the University of Minnesota. She's playing professional ball right now in Orlando in the new volleyball league that started here at the USA.
Rosado, the good serve to Richardson. A swing and a kill from Ngazi Ilo.
Very good move. She faced Crosker, and then she tooled there down the line. A really good play.
Gets her first kill of the night as we see it again, and then immediately checks out for Carrie Keefe, who, by the way, we were talking about it off air, Alan, is from one heck of an athletic family.
Mom, a stud player, Kristen Klein, who actually
there's a kill.
Played when they used to play for women volleyball, next to Coach Keno's wife, Stephanie Cox, who was a stud player at UCSB.
Small world. Another serve from Keefe. Nearly another ace as it ends up being a point for Miami. Just to finish that thought on Keefe, you got to wonder how the Stanford Cardinal weren't able to reel her in. Maybe she just likes being the different one in the family. Her dad, Adam, played basketball at Stanford and then in the NBA. Her mother, Kristen, again played at Stanford. Had 2 twin sisters, Caitlin and Michaela, who played volleyball at Stanford, and her brother James is currently a basketball player at Stanford. And somehow next year, she'll be playing against Stanford in ACC matches when the Cardinal join the conference.
That's where you draw the line. The moment that it's your daughter, you forget about your alma mater. But yeah, I mean, so many great colleges to go to. You know, kids want to move somewhere else. They don't want to stay in the house. There's a lot of stuff going on.
From California, maybe wanted to see a new part of the country as Duke continues to work its way back into this set, 13-11 now. It's the second time in a row, Alan, that it could have gotten away from the Blue Devils early, and instead it's gone the other way. They've clawed their way back.
Great serving, disrupting offense, making it happen.
Richardson serves Lopez. Bach to Grieve, who puts it down. 14-11, that's a big point for Miami to stem the tide a little bit.
I think at some moment Angela Greaves will have a shot also to play professional. I've seen her grow as a player. I see her now knowing what she's doing instead of, when they start, like they were just hitting. She's very mindful every time she hits. She knows what she's doing now. It's a great
serve from Grieve. Bryant played it just in case. Johnson dug out by Feliciano. What a pass by Bach.
Out of bounds.
But it's blocked and goes out of bounds. Point for the Hurricanes, Feliciano once again.
We highlighted today Gracie Johnson, and when she jumps, you talk about hops. She really jumps truly high in that position.
Yep. Duke's got some athletic players. Johnson and Richardson at the top of that list for sure. Grieve puts it into the net, just the 3rd service error of the night for Miami.
Some issues with the toss there. Coach Cano now bringing in Diaz's. So he has a line now, which he has a Diaz. And, I mean, 2 liberos basically in the backcourt trying to secure that pass.
It's Feliciano and Moisio who just came in. Libero at the other end, Madison Bryant will serve. And it goes to that second Diaz in. Grace Lopez with the kill. The freshman is on her way to a standout career in Coral Gables. Let's see that play again.
It's an advantage of running that 5-1 and having back row attackers. That probably could have been a very hard ball to set. You have her there. She's hitting from 1. Throw it there to that red.
4 kills and a dig for Lopez as Feliciano serves Sydney Tomlak. Blocked at the net. This time it stays in. Emma Worthington and Lizzie Fleming were there.
Yeah, you can see, I mean, Flor Marie tried to actually tool, but at the end it stayed in. I'm just happy to actually see that she's trying to tool. That's what you do when you have a big block in front of you.
Serve goes to Colon. Now it's to Lopez on the other end. She's blocked once again by Fleming, who now has back-to-back, this time alongside Gracie Johnson.
I mean, Lopez needs to check that in that match. Hitting against Johnson is not a great idea. She's really up high in the air. I would rather go cross-court.
Tip by Colon. Rarely see that from her. She nearly tripped upon landing. Thankfully did not.
Knocking on the door, it's Duke.
Well, I think Colon, the conversation here between the official and Gondara, I think Colon is saying that there was a foot that came underneath the net and maybe impacted her landing. I didn't see that.
There was contact, to be really honest, and she missed on it. Kenna's not happy about it, and I wouldn't be happy either.
Lopez, a rare miss.
No, she sneaked it in.
She did.
Yeah. It was so tight. Yeah.
Even her reaction almost looked like she was disappointed in her hit, but it is a point for Miami. 17-15 ends a 3-0 run.
Happened pretty fast. For Johnson, she went a little bit too high. That didn't go through.
Elo puts it off the net. Cassiano and Colon were there nonetheless.
Cassiano very into it also. Another fellow Puerto Rican, even though she was born and raised in Tampa. But Cassiano family with heritage from Puerto Rico. She's actually eligible to play for the Puerto Rican national team.
Bach with a good serve. Swing from Johnson, stuffed at the net by Cassiano once again. Grace Lopez was there too.
Puerto Rican connection there, Cassiano and Lopez. The nice double block, throwing those hands in there. Nice leaning there, good reading. Coach Kennel will love this when he sees video.
3 straight points for Miami, 19-15. Swing
Nice
by
dig.
Fleming, dug out by Feliciano. Nice pass.
Oof.
Johnson gets the touch.
Great decision there, even though the Canes didn't get the point. Flor Maria Heredia stayed inside on that defensive play, so Savannah Back had to throw that ball to position 2 there.
Johnson leading Duke with 6 kills, but I think Miami will take it overall the way they've defended her, hitting 250, three errors as she now tacks on an ace. She has had a superb all-around night, by the way. Also 4 digs, 2 blocks, and an assist.
Smart move serving there by Duke. I mean, Mocio started playing at the last of the last set. I don't think she's into too much of a rhythm, so they want to go through her.
Serve goes to Moisio again. Vach
She's back
tips
row.
it.
Now it's an infraction. She touched the ball. She's in the back row. Her hands, it's over the net. It's an illegal attack. The one on the first set, still wondering.
Point goes to Duke, and it's 19-18. Let's see that one again, Alan.
Yeah. The moment that your wrist, it's over the net and you're in the back row, it's an illegal attack. That's the rule. It's plain and simple. So there you go. It's pretty easy to call. And what we have seen so far, it's, to be really honest,
He is easily Duke's best server, 22 aces on the season. And she puts that one into the net, a service error at an inopportune time.
it's an announcer's jinx. How many times does that happen to us?
I will say she does have the most service errors on Duke as well. That's what happens with aggressive servers, though, right?
It comes with the
Boom or
territory, my
bust.
friend.
Yeah.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Another one of those aggressive servers here is Colon, and she does the same. Point goes right back to the Blue Devils, 20-19.
The moment she tossed it, I saw a little bit of hesitation there. Tossing is 75% of the equation for serving.
Christina Barrow again serving late in the set, just as she did in the first. Grieve mishit. See if Duke can take advantage.
Yeah.
And indeed it does. The Blue Devils tie it at 20. First time it's been even since it was 4-4.
Yeah, then it was 6 straight points for the Canes. They had a 10-4 lead.
Duke now looking to go in front in set two. Grieve dives for it. Lopez sets Cologne in the back. She's blocked. Can Von run it down? Yes. Grieve again. She missed it long, and Duke takes the lead.
Incredible, but yeah, hitting arrows will take you to that. Pretty sure if Angie had a shot at that one, she might want to throw it at position one. It was a good spot. If it would have been in, she went for that seam there. Timeout, Miami.
Sayao is not dressed for the Hurricanes. She's missed some matches earlier in the season as well. Hopefully everything is okay. Tipped by Grieve. Vok does well to get to that ball. Wow. Cologne with a swing from the back. Feliciano got her hands up just in time. Once again, Vok to Lopez with the tip.
Yes.
Miami ties it 21 apiece. A great back and forth rally, Allen.
Great rally, both teams digging and scrapping. Like I said, I've seen a high level of intensity. I found the word. It's a very intense match. Nobody's giving away anything. Rosado now with a good chance to try to go for that, regain that lead.
One of the better servers on Miami's roster is Rosado. She's got 10 aces on the season. Second most per set on the, third most per set on the team, .36.
Nice flat serve.
Richardson, cross court, put it in. Duke back in front.
Without any doubt, if you ask me, I've seen at least 10 passes of some great serving that could have been aces anywhere, and players have been able to handle it. That's how great the passing and the serving has been here.
Here's Kerry Keefe to serve, trying to double Duke's lead. Goes to Feliciano. Vok sets Lopez, got a touch. Bryant keeps it alive though. Miscommunication by the Hurricanes, and Jess Robinson gives Duke its first multi-point lead of the day.
Defensive mindset, which I tell all the players, is the ball is always coming to me. Just one little moment that you fall asleep, it lands on your face.
Keefe with the serve. Lopez to Vok, back to Lopez. Well dug out by Johnson. Keefe tips it. Feliciano's there. Cologne with the tip from the back row. Bryant to Keefe.
Nice defense.
Free ball for Duke. Feliciano dives once again. She's just been everywhere for Miami. Richardson. Feliciano. What can't she do? Another tremendous rally ends with a Hurricane point. Angela Grieve slams it down.
Somebody wanted to make a statement in this court. It's Feliciano. I think she wants to make a statement that, yeah, this is my position, and I want to stay at libero. She's been awesome today. Played in Texas, one of the best clubs in the nation. She knows her volleyball.
Alanis Vieira comes in for the first time all night, serving with Miami down 23-22 in the second set.
Whoa!
A block by Grieve. Tejado is there as well. Miami levels the score.
And I was about to say that for whatever reasons, every time Alanis Vieira comes in, she's a spark plug for this team. And you saw how she actually is also one of the best coaches in Florida.
23-23, Vieira serving.
That short serve.
Who will take the lead and have a set point? It'll be Miami. Siana Tejada making her presence felt down the stretch.
And why was I talking about the preparation? The Canes knew where they were going, and that block was waiting for her. Now she needs to figure out what she's going to do to side out. I think if she gets a good pass, she might run that slide with the middle.
Set point for the Hurricanes.
Let's see.
Angela Grieve blocked at the net.
Should have been over. Little bit of smack talk there under the net.
Emma Worthington keeps Duke alive in set two.
Worthington had a couple of words. Angie didn't like him, but that's part of the game. I enjoy it. Gets it spicy.
Now Worthington comes out. First time we'll see Millie Meir, the redshirt freshman from Stanford, California, comes in. Richardson to serve. 2 dozen apiece, and Duke goes in front. 25-24. That was an easy one at the net.
On an interesting move, Savannah back is out. Alanis Vieira is going to set at the end of this set, but she needs a pass.
First set point of the evening for the Blue Devils. Richardson looking to put it away. Instead, she puts it into the net.
And it's a double sub, actually, what happened for the Canes. Keno trying to run like a hidden 6-2 now. So Alanis Vieira's in the back with Yardimchi is in also
the
to a hidden block.
Payman Yardimchi, the talented outside hitter from Istanbul. 25-25. Greaves serving for a lead. 2 Blue Devils come together. Richardson does well to get it over the net, but it's a great chance for Miami. But Cologne is stuffed. Emma Worthington and Jess Robinson slammed the door on Cologne to put Duke in front.
It was the correct play, but though Cologne, due to the fast-paced offense, she just hit it straight into the block.
Now it'll be Madison Bryant serving for the set. It's been an excellent one. Can Duke close it out? Serve goes to Moisio. Vieira sets Yardimchi, who keeps Miami alive. Her first swing is a big one.
Why do players need to be ready for anything? Yardimchi hasn't played. Alanis was also in the bench, but they had the right mindset to come and do the job. I was actually surprised that she set the ball to her because that's a hitter that's coming from the bench, but she did her job.
Miami's fought off 2 set points. Duke has staved off 1. Who will have the next? Feliciano serving. Swing from Johnson. It's a tip.
That's
Vieira can't get there.
It's a tip from off the net, but a very good one. They didn't have too much height in it. They didn't give too much reaction time.
7th kill for Gracie Johnson gives Duke its 3rd set point. In the second, Emma Worthington will look to close it out. The serve from the Omaha native, friendly bounce off the net. Vieira sets Yardimchi. Good recovery from Bryant. Johnson for the set. She's got it. Duke comes all the way back from 6 down to win the second set, 28-20.
And great coaches, and they build great programs.
Emma Worthington will serve to open the 3rd set. Goes to Yardimchi, whom Miami sticks with after she had a strong close to the second. And for the first time, Duke takes the opening point of a set.
Maybe something in the numbers made Yardimchi start, or maybe there's something going on with Lopez. He ain't feeling great, but coaches know better.
Savannah Vach is back in for Miami as Feliciano sets Grieve. A little bit disjointed offensively there for Miami. Johnson dug out by Grieve. Yardimchi to Cologne from the back. Johnson. Here's Cologne. Adjusts in the air. Kind of just smacks it, does Elo, but keeps it alive until Tejada puts it down.
Gozi Elo, as a middle blocker, has done a great job of digging tips all over the place. She's been all over the court. You seldomly see a middle going up for so many plays. It's been outrageous.
Tejada hasn't played a ton for Miami, but while she's been out there, we've called her name an awful lot.
Great dig by Yardimchi.
Yep. Cologne from the back row again. She missed it long. 2-1 Duke.
Sometimes when she misses a couple of blocks or gets, when she misses some balls or she gets blocked, I see that she gets tentative. She needs to maintain that same aggressive hitting that she does because that's what she brings to the table. Yardimchi with troubles. Like I said, she's not a natural passer. She's a right side. So the moment they see her, they're going to serve at her.
Duke extends its lead to 3-1. Again, Duke did not have a lead at all in either set until we were in the 20s of the second set. Ended up winning that, and now has a lead early in the second, but gives a point back there. Serve goes to Bryant. Worthington to Fleming, who smashes that one for a kill.
I've been talking a lot about Feliciano, who was really spectacular, but very quietly, Madison Bryan has done an outstanding job. You don't have to be flashy. She's just solid. She's been a great passer and a great defender.
Leads the team with 7 digs, also has an assist.
She's always where she's supposed to be. That's why you don't see many spectacular plays. She's in the right spot.
Barrow serves Feliciano. Yardimchi with a big swing, but it's dug out by Johnson, who's just been all over the place over the last dozen points or so. Cologne misses long again.
Oh, they called it a touch, yep.
Yep.
Good job by Daniel Karp there on the line.
No challenge from Duke, 4-3. See it again. Yeah,
what a nice, beautiful set. That tempo, that fast tempo offense by the Canes.
4-3, Feliciano looking to tie it. Fox sets Cologne.
Touch.
And she did get the touch once again. It's 4-4. Back-to-back points where Cologne is able to get a tip at the net.
Feliciano keeps on serving there.
She's up to 13 kills on the night, is Flor Marie Heredia Cologne.
Oh, that was close. It was out of bounds.
Just barely missed. Well read by the Blue Devils. Service error gives the lead back to the visitors as Kerry Keefe checks in to serve.
Sophomore outside, 6'3".
Feliciano, Vach, Cologne.
Nice digging.
Gets another one. Starting to feel it once again is the talented sophomore from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, member of the national team in her home country.
And even though obviously she jumps out of the roof, Rachel Richardson's only 5'9".
Yeah, plays like she's 6'2".
Yeah, she jumps like she's 6'2". That's why she's in there.
Yep.
She's really high.
Yeah.
She's got to have a vertical, very close to 30-something inches.
Yeah. Richardson is getting up there with her teammates who are 6 inches taller than her.
And I'm saying this because as a club coach, people go, yeah, you know, if you're 5'9", you can't play D1. I go, well, that depends on how much you jump. And you can see it right here. If you can jump like a 6'2", yeah, you can play. No boundaries on players. Let them handle it.
The talented junior behind the line to serve now. 6'5" Duke goes to Moisio. Here's Yardimchi.
That was in.
Finds some space down low. Called out.
But the line judge called it in.
As well.
They should challenge this one.
But the Hurricane players are also telling the bench they thought it was touched in addition.
Daniel Karp had it inside. Karen Harper had it out of bounds. They're going to double check.
So they'll look both for the touch and
funny thing is that they're looking for a touch. They might, if they didn't look for the touch, have this question lingering. We're not talking about a touch. We're talking whether it's good or out. It's not a touch, and the ball is in. So I don't know if you can actually check on both.
Either way, the ball is unquestionably in. I mean, there's space between the ball and the line. That one's not even close. This review should be pretty quick. I mean, yeah, and it is indeed already complete. This one's going to get overturned.
Ball was clearly in. Let's see if... Yes.
And the point is indeed flipped over to Miami. Instead of 7-5 Duke, it'll be a half dozen apiece. Successful challenge for Ken Ogandara.
So logic tells me that even if you're challenging something, because we're challenging a touch, but the call was in or out, so I guess you can actually verify if there was another fault and get it right, which I think actually it's pretty cool.
Yes. I believe you're challenging the play, basically.
Otherwise, it will be a technicality.
Right.
You know, like, yeah, you got out on a technicality. Ball was good. It is what it is.
Right. So Cologne has that big jump serve behind the line, 6-6.
That's a good one.
Ball might get lost in the ceiling.
2 over. Let me see if I can sell this one to you, Alex. The reason why I think that's an unfair play is that ball, you couldn't handle that ball. It came so fast.
So you think it should be a point for Miami?
I think at some moment we just need to go back and play volleyball like anywhere else in the world. Yeah, I hit it so hard that you couldn't handle it. Therefore, I deserve the point.
I hear that. I can see both sides of it. Open-minded
Me
on
too, but I want to
I
give
get-
credit. I think she did a great serve, and she deserved the point.
I get it. 6-6, another excellent serve from Cologne.
Nice up. Great way to score now. They have a great chance.
Grieve with a big swing. Johnson trying to make something of nothing, but Vach is there. Here's Yardimchi,
Nice hit.
who puts it down. Miami in front.
Good hit for Yardimchi, who used to be a starter last year, like I said.
Played a ton as a freshman as well. Was on the ACC All-Freshman team in 2021. Has not been quite as much a member of the rotation of late, although that's probably more of a credit to Grace Lopez than it is a knock on Yardimchi.
Yes, it is.
Big time. An
Man.
ace for Cologne, 8-6.
Little bit of merengue there by Flor Marie after the game, after that ace. Her mom was a stud player for the Dominican Republic too.
6-foot sophomore serves again. Swing from Robinson and a kill. 7th of the night.
Every time we've seen teams hit for the right side on that slide, outsides haven't been able to just be there. They keep on hitting cross court. It's very hard to hit that ball down the line. They need to make that adjustment and go, yeah, you're not, I'm taking this out of.
Vach sets Yardimchi again. Well done by Bryant to get to that ball. Nearly had another one stick up there.
When you go out and you don't like it, get a whole bunch of them.
Yardimchi again. The sophomore, the junior, has been impressive since being called upon in reserve late in the second set.
Yeah, we can see the replay here. I want to say something. Like I said, whenever you see players that lost their starting spot and they gain it back, I want to shout out at those players because that means you actually had to struggle to get back where you wanted to be. So, great job by Yardimchi.
3 kills, 2 blocks, and a dig for Yardimchi as Yaidali's Rosado serves.
That ball landed on the floor, yes.
Gracie Johnson tacks on another kill. She's got 8. Now solely leads the Blue Devils, breaks a tie with Jess Robinson. Also 7 digs, an assist, 2 aces, and 2 blocks. Approaching double-double territory is the Virginia Beach native.
It's very easy, Alex, in any sport. I'm not starting, therefore, I want to slack off a bit. Maybe I'm not disinterested in this anymore. No, she kept it, and she's on it, and she got her groove back together.
Serve from Worthington goes to Feliciano, and there's Yardimchi once again. 4 kills on 10 swings without an error.
Also, I think, first of all, obviously that there's a reason why she's here. She's a great player. But since she hasn't been starting, gives you a little bit of trouble because Duke probably hasn't got any scouting on her.
Yep. Solid serve, nearly an ace. Free ball for Miami, well done by Tomlak to even get it over. And
Great
it's a point
hit.
for the Hurricanes, 11-8. Miami has recovered from those early third set struggles and taken a bit of control right now.
With coach's eye, I love to see that play that you just saw. I love to see a tooling way better than anything else, probably besides a block. It just screams out, I'm very smart. I know what I'm doing.
Here's Yardimchi. Great serve and an ace. 12-8 Hurricanes.
They're aiming for whatever reason, even though she's the best offensive player for Duke, they're aiming at Gracie Johnson. They want to complicate her. Like if you're in the front row and you want to hit, yeah, you need to pay the price. You need to actually pass this ball. Now they move her up and they pass only with 2. Overpass and a smack in the head there.
It's an 11-4 run, including 4 straight points for the Hurricanes.
And I need to be consistent. I don't know if she saw it or not, but I'm pretty sure she did. You don't celebrate those. Here, like in tennis, you're supposed to raise a hand. It's something I've been really big about.
By the way, up to 32 assists, while Emma Worthington has 27 on the other end. Yardimchi with another strong serve.
That's a nice pancake there. And out of bounds.
Wow. That's a big point for Miami. Yardimchi able to somehow get there, and then Duke misses on the second effort Hurricanes lead by 6 for the 3rd straight set, but Jolene Nagel is going to challenge that ball was down.
Yeah, she's going to challenge that pancake. The assistant coach told him that he saw him, that it touched the floor, and it could be. Like, to be really honest,
yeah, it's
to be really honest, I actually think it touched the floor, but
live, I did think it touched the floor. Let's see what we can tell on replay. As of now, it's a 5th straight point for the Hurricanes. Ooh, that's close.
It's very close. Let's see. They can hold it down there.
It's probably down.
If you ask me, it's down.
I think it's down.
If you ask me, no, it's down. Sadly, it's down. We got to keep it real here. I'm a journalist. I'm not here cheering for anyone in particular.
Well,
that ball was down. She might have touched it, but it touched the floor, too. The moment it touches the floor, doesn't matter whether you had any part of it there. They should overturn it.
This is what the official is looking at.
She's missing a little piece there, but I can see it flat on the ground. I mean, you see the bounce there. It's touching, definitely touching the floor.
It's close, but I do think it was down, maybe by about a ½ an inch. And I just saw her tell the scorer the ball was down. So this
it's
is
great that they have challenges, because otherwise you will have a 6-point lead. So, yes, it did.
Point goes to Duke. That's the correct call.
It is. And there's nothing you can blame on the refs on that one. Like I said, it happens too fast. As you just saw, it's a matter of inches and the ball came up. Sometimes also as refs, that's a spectacular play. You don't want to be the one doing it the other way around. So I think they did the right thing.
Johnson to serve, 13-9. Bach runs that ball down.
They got that roll shot.
Way long.
Way too long, yeah, no touch.
And Ghazi Elo missed that one, and the Hurricanes are again up by 5 with a chance to extend it to 6. Grieve to serve, nearby Jupiter, Florida. Just a few counties north. Gets the roll off the net. And for the 3rd consecutive set, Miami leads by a half dozen, this time for real.
The whole Greaves family always sits next to us to our left, and her mom just put her hands on her head, and I'm having fun. They're like, thank you, Lord. It went through. That's. Angie has truly excelled here at the U. Love that she has stayed on. She still has an option for next year.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure that offer, it's one that she should click on it. It's a fan favorite, a great career, and like I said, I think she has a future to play professional volleyball.
Grieve to serve again, 15-9. Tejada with another block. Miami has its largest lead in any set, up by 7. And what can you say about Siana Tejada? Let's see this play again, Al. Maybe you don't call her name a ton throughout the season, but she stepped in for Janice Leao and been great.
I'll tell you what I'm going to say. If you would have asked her a year ago, hey, you're going to go play middle for the Canes, she would have told you that you're crazy. More power to her. Good job by Flor Marie. She had it, but she put it out of bounds.
Difficult adjustment there, and just missed it, 16-10.
Alex, the reason why you see me stressing this out is that, like I said, you know that I own a club. Whenever you tell a player that they're changing positions, not even the players and the parents go crazy. And I go, this happens in college all the time.
Right. Barrow in to serve for Duke once again. And it's going to be close. Moisio plays it wisely just in case. And it's a point for Miami nonetheless. Yardimchi puts it down, her 5th kill on 11 swings.
A lot to say about Yardimchi. Like I said, she hasn't had too many reps this season. She's been, I mean, it's the first time I see her playing the season. And she has done ridiculously well. That says a lot about her mindset. Sub now again for Duke.
Here you see Yardimchi. Came in for Lopez late in the second and has been superb. 11 swings without an error.
Out of Turkey. Just listed as an outside, but mostly plays opposite or right side.
Feliciano. Good serve, just barely over the net. Keith
nice
gets
swing.
A touch.
Nice swing there, breaking that block. Being a lefty, a great advantage for this game. On the right side a little bit more, but it's still an advantage anywhere. Same as in baseball, they're awkward and hard to decipher.
Good adjustment by Cologne after that ball hit the net. What a pass from Vach, but an even better dig from Johnson. And then she's blocked by
Great
Vach.
block
Those two
by
going
Savannah.
back and forth. Vach sets Yardimchi, has to adjust. Vach to Cologne, stuffed at the net. It was Jess Robinson.
When you hit that hard, something happens. Either you put it down really hard or you eat it really hard, and that was a great block. She went for it with a double block. With time, you will see her make better choices when you have a double block in front of you, but it just takes time.
Back-to-back points for Duke. We've already seen the Blue Devils show that they will not quit no matter how much they're down, as Miami makes it 18-12. Duke came back from down 6 in the first to tie the score, from down 6 in the second to win the set.
Same situation, now up by 6. Coach Cano talking to the players, especially to Abby Casiano, telling him to press the hands.
Nearly an ace for Vach. Said Keefe gets it over. Cologne blocked by Robinson. This time it's Casiano, dug out by Keefe. Swing from the back by Johnson.
Could have been a carry there.
Free ball for Miami. Vach, Casiano with the kill.
She's struggling with timing, both of them are. They need to find out what it is, plenty of video. Coach Cano telling her, if you can't hit it, just tip it, you did the right thing.
Miami matches its largest lead, 19-12. And Vach with an error. That's a rare one for as much as she serves. That is only her 12th error of the season.
We're all humans. You'll see that happen any day. Nice lead. Let's see. They just need to pass and keep this up.
Richardson gives it right back. It's amazing how often that happens.
It is. What I will tell you is that the serves that they have been missing, many of them, I mean, they have the right intention. Duke has been missing pretty much long, and the Canes a little bit short.
Cologne, another one of those big serves. Here's Johnson, big swing and a kill.
She's up there in the air. She's very hard to catch. Like I said, she's really, really high in the net. And she doesn't even look like she's effortless. She was born to jump. You see her physique, that she looks like she's a jumper.
Madison Bryant, 9 digs on the night serving for Duke. Cologne puts the hands in front of Feliciano. Ball ends up with Grieve.
It's a great play.
Emma Worthington with the dump and the kill.
I don't think Angie was expecting that ball. It was beautiful. Let me say, she's very crafty. The Duke setter, number 10, Emma Worthington. Super crafty at the net.
She's had a great night, 31 assists, 3 kills on 3 swings, 5 digs, an ace, and a couple blocks. Casiano, Vach, Yardimchi tipped it and found some space.
Great tip. In control right now. Rosado coming in to serve for Casiano too. That was a great tip. You saw that ball just died there in her hands. Didn't have anything going forward, just died there. Nice touch for Yardimchi.
Here's Yaidalis Rosado, one of the better servers on this Miami roster. Hurricanes are 4 points away. That is an excellent serve. Tejada, though, blocked by Worthington. Tipped by Grieve. Bryant's there.
Great job by Savannah.
Yep. Grieve again. 22-15 Miami.
Every time I'm here, I say this, and I'm going to say it again. I love when Angie also, Worthington talked a little bit. She came back there with a little scream like, there you go. Right back at you. I love that attitude. It's a competitor's attitude. She's into it. A little bit of talk makes the trick. Yeah. You see there? You see a little scream there like, there you go.
All right. Out there competing.
It's part of the game. It gets its spite. A nice touch for those.
Rosado. Swing from Johnson, dug out by Grieve, goes right over the net.
Nice block by Tejada. Out of bounds.
8-point lead for Miami. It's the largest in any set for the Hurricanes. They are in full control.
They wanted to check for a touch, but the same player told the coach, nope, nothing happened there. Nice short serve.
Good reaction by Duke. Yardimchi again!
Whatever's working, you don't change it.
Yep, 7th kill for the junior from Istanbul, and Miami has set point leading by 9.
Your Dimchi family having a lot of fun. It's the first time that I've seen her as a starter this year.
Good serve from Rosado, and that's the set. Angela Grieve is there to end it. Miami with an absolutely dominant showing in set number 3, 25-15. The Hurricanes win the final 5 points to take a 2-1 lead, and it's the local standout, Angela Grieve, who closes it out.
4 there.
Meanwhile, for Miami, Flor Marie Heredia Colon, 15 kills, 355 attack percentage.
And they make her pass. Yardimchi hitting it down.
Right on cue, Payman Yardimchi gives Miami the opening point of set 4.
Great job by Mocio there, doing the job as a DS. You need your DSs to perform as good or better than the libero.
Payman Yardimchi did not play for the entire first set and nearly the whole second set, and she has 9 kills, the 3rd most of anyone in the whole match.
Wow, she's smacking that ball really hard.
Johnson into the net. Miami leads 2-0. Going back to this 3rd set, that's 7 consecutive points for Miami.
Mocio also mixing it up. They actually push Johnson to the front of the court. She ain't passing anymore.
Another solid serve from Moisio. Clock can't get there for the dig on Lizzie Fleming, who stops that long run for the Hurricanes.
Really good hit. Savannah Back still was there as the trooper that she is. Mocio is out. Tejada comes in. Out of bounds. Oh, who's in?
Just barely nicked the line.
Oh my. The moment she hit the ball, I could have sworn it was going out and stayed in, actually by a lot.
I thought the same too initially. It just kind of died at the end.
And it did. That's what floaters do.
2-2. Miscommunication there. Free ball opportunity for Duke, and Fleming easily smashes it down for her 6th kill. She has no errors of her own on 14 swings, having a nice night.
Sometimes when they're digging from the sides, Flor Maria ain't actually, she's taking like her eyes a little bit off, and that's why she's getting surprised on shank passes.
Duke with 3 straight points to go in front. Now Miami ties it up. Payman Yardimchi is into double digits. Again, she didn't play.
In just one set.
Yeah, basically did not play for the first, I don't know, 100 points almost, 90 points of the match.
Let's think on the Duke side now. So you have players that have gone hot, different players in different sets.
Keith,
nice block.
Blocked by Grieve.
Grieve and Tejada there doing the job. So on the first set for the Canes, it was Flor Maria Heredia on fire with a whole bunch of points. And all of a sudden, Yardimchi coming out of the bench, and now she's on fire too.
Yardimchi serving with Miami up by 1. Swing from Keith, got the tip.
Feliciano went for it.
Yep.
That's what liberos do. That's why you see all those black and blues going anywhere. You need to be on that floor a lot. For the other players, sometimes the floor, it's like, I don't want to go to the floor. For liberos, it's like, yeah, that's my friend, you know? We're actually pretty close.
She had 13 digs early in the 3rd set. Hasn't added to her total since then, but has still been effective. Having a nice night is the sophomore out of Plano, Texas.
Nobody wants to hit at her or serve at her. That's why you see those numbers drop. She's doing great.
4-4.
Nice pass.
Yardimchi. Grieve blocked at the net. And it just does stay in.
That's a tough one for everyone. Everybody took the 2 steps into the play. Just part of the game.
Lizzie Fleming. Called her name a lot. She's had a really nice night for the Blue Devils, has Fleming. 6 kills, hitting .429, 3 blocks, no errors. Cologne from the back row. That was a big swing.
It's a big swing.
I don't know that it was in. The Blue Devils sure don't think it was.
Well, that's why we have replay.
Nagel.
I think it was still in. Daniel Karp there trying to do as good as he can. Remember, the ball goes so fast.
Yeah.
This ain't an easy job. I think he still got it right, but that's why we have video. Let's go for that challenge and check that out. Coaches obviously take advantage of this. It's an extra timeout. Plenty of time to talk and check out the things that they need.
Also a good opportunity for me to sit down. Little break for my feet. 5-5 as of now. Let's see.
This angle is very tough. You need a side angle, otherwise that ball will not be definitely for them.
Does it nick the line? The majority of the ball is in the green, but does it get any white? Let's see.
I cannot say anything by that angle, and I truly think that the referee neither. So if you don't have a conclusive angle,
right,
you need to go with the ref. Let's see if on this one, this is a great angle. This is the one we need to see.
Ooh, there it looks out.
Oh, very, very close.
That ball does look out from this angle.
You know what happens? I'm watching international ball all the time. Looks like it's out, but when you see international ball, you see sometimes that what's touching that line, it's like, just like in tennis, it's that back one. I don't think this is a conclusive play, even though it, if you're a Duke fan, you might be screaming, what is he talking about it out? No, you cannot really tell.
See, again, this is what the official is looking at.
It's very close. I think it's.
Here's what I would say. I think it's probably out, but
you cannot determine. You can never.
You have to be definitive to overturn. I don't know that there's enough to overturn it because I'm not 100% convinced it didn't nick the white line. Well, I just think it probably did.
Also, you see this shining thing here? If you don't see the ball, you might think, oh, that's the ball. Well, it's not the ball. It's an actual shine.
Yeah.
What you will need to be super conclusive on this, you will need a very high-tech cameras that they use in the Olympics. But it could have had a little bit of a bite on that line. I don't think it's a conclusive play at all. I will just let it stand.
So one thing that I've said before, Alan, is at some point, if you're reviewing something for a long time and you can't determine it, it is inherently inconclusive.
Yeah,
and
then
therefore it should stand.
You go
so I've always said, whatever the sport is, there should be a time limit on the review. And if the official can't make a decision in that amount of time,
what I'm going to say is that there's no chance on earth, I'm sorry, that you can have a conclusion out of that one.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. I think that's probably the right call again.
Yes,
so I think it was likely out, sure, but I can't be convinced definitively, so I think it needs to stand.
So also for the fans, like I said, remember that we're trying to actually give you a heads up on what the rules are. That wasn't conclusive, therefore you go with the ref. By the way, we have seen very good challenges here in which they have been correct. The ball that touched the floor, that it wasn't a pancake by Jardimchi, so they have been flawless.
Angela Grieve will serve, score level at 5 apiece.
That's how.
No question about that one. There was no doubt whether that one nicked the white.
And coaches will say, ball don't lie, just to feel really well about it, you know?
Rosado comes in for Grieve as Barrow goes back to serve for the Blue Devils.
And she's a great passer, probably also trying to rest her. And also giving a chance to somebody that's her expertise, just to pass the ball. Feliciano struggle there.
Smashed down by Jess Robinson.
She did smash it down.
Graduate student out of Troy, Michigan.
Even though Sienna Tejada has done ridiculously good, that's a play that I'm pretty sure they feel good at it, knowing that it's an outside that just turned into a middle.
Serve well wide. nearly hit Sebastian the Ibis, who had his back turned to the court while facing the student section over there.
Subs coming both ways. Libero coming in for their middle, who's subbing out. And Avi Casiano coming in for Mozio.
Neilani Feliciano will serve. Duke leads 7-6 in the fourth. If you're just joining us, Miami 25-21 in the first, Duke 28-26 in the second, and the Hurricanes 25-15 in the third. Vach keeps it alive. Cologne is blocked. Robinson and Keefe were there.
Cologne has that great arm, but sometimes she just goes for too much on balls that block knew where she was going. You just can't hit it like if you're in club. This is welcome to the ACC.
Miami won 7 straight points between the end of the third set and the start of the fourth, and since then, Duke's won 8 of the next 12. Make it 9 of 13 as Cologne just missed going down the line.
Maybe we'll see a quick timeout. You don't want to let this go away. There's something going on in that. I'm going to talk about what I just saw in the replay there.
Vach, back pass to Yardimchi. There's Richardson. Rosado can't get there, and Duke is on a roll. 4-point lead, its largest in any set today.
They know that Yardimchi, for some reason from the back row, they're leaving it like, yeah, have that one, but they're putting now 3 blockers on 2 hitters.
Rosado steps in front of Feliciano. Cologne is blocked. Jess Robinson once again. She's having an excellent fourth set, and Keno Gondara is going to take a timeout. Duke's got 4 straight. Lead by 5, most in any set for the Blue Devils. Casiano.
Great hit. She needs to be on. First of all, she's tall enough and she's crafty enough to get some swings in there. And I think plenty of the block is just forgetting about her. So one-on-one situation, put it down.
Solid serve from Vach. Here's Richardson.
A great play by Feliciano.
Vach steps in front of the courtside fans. Free ball for Duke. Richardson with the tip. Feliciano's there. Can Cologne get it over? Yes! Worthington sets Robinson, who's stuffed by Cologne.
Great rally. Oh.
Miscommunication. Robinson and Worthington both went for the ball, and the point goes to the Hurricanes.
That's more than a point. That's an emotional point that usually carries on a couple more if you can keep it up.
Hurricanes sure could use it. Still trailing by 3.
Those long rallies, when you lose them, it takes a little bit of steam off you.
Worthington, Richardson into the net. 3 consecutive points out of the timeout for Miami. And just like that, Duke's lead is down to 2.
Miami knocking on the door. And now the same deal. They're on the 5-1, so 3 blockers versus 2 hitters. Overpass.
Nice job by Worthington just to get a hand on that ball and give Duke a chance.
Great dig by Feliciano again.
Cologne missed it
off
long.
the touch.
I'd take that back. It was touch. Good call,
yes, it
Alan.
was. Being a down ref, it's a tough one because you need to keep your eyes there on the net, and you can see that there. It happened so fast. He has such a big arm. And you can see how the deflection of the ball made it go up.
Miami's answered Duke's 4-0 run with a 4-0 surge of its own. Now looking to make it 5 and tie the score. Vach sets Cologne, tied at 11 for Marie Heredia Cologne. Back-to-back kills, give her 18 on the night.
That emotional point at 8, it always carries some of that stuff, and it happens. It's an emotional point. The Canes taking advantage of it. You don't want to go to 5 with anyone. Anything can happen.
Richardson with the kill.
Think it touched the antenna? Touched the antenna, so it's a point. Let me see if it's a touch for the Canes or not.
I think it came off the Miami block and hit the antenna.
Okay. From our angle, just to let people know, like when I saw the line judge went like this, could have been a touch on the antenna.
Yep. Richardson with the kill and now the serve. Vach, miscommunication with Casiano again.
I don't even know how Casiano passed that ball.
Richardson missed it long. A dozen apiece.
Some of the players were trying to say that it was a touch, but it wasn't.
No, there was no touch there.
They're running that middle. They get the pass. A little bit off.
Nice dig by Cologne. It goes over. Worthington sets Johnson.
Nobody touched that ball.
Yep, put it into the net.
Whoa, how can they miss on that one? Oh, they got the point anyways.
No harm, no foul, but you're right, Alan. That was a miss by the official. The Hurricanes with a fortunate break after the mistake by the official.
Clear play there.
Referees have done a good job tonight, but that time, there's no question that ball did not go over.
Yep.
No harm, no foul at the end of the day. 13-12, and an ace for Cologne.
Showing some character there.
Looks like Jolene Nagel might take a timeout. And indeed she does.
It's a 6-1 run.
Yeah. Now 7-1.
Yep.
Miami team, Payman Yardimchi with 10 kills. She has 25 swings without an error.
Sturgeon, who's watching this, you owe me a beer, buddy.
Cologne with a big serve, missed it long out of the timeout.
Out of bounds. I wish we had a stat of every time somebody misses a serve after a timeout. It's a big one.
Yeah. Just getting you out of rhythm a little bit, the stoppage.
And if it's a jumper, even more.
Bryant serves Feliciano. Vox sets Yardimchi. Blocked at the net, and it's a point for the Blue Devils, even at 14.
They have the players to do this every time they go and try to hit that right side, even though they have been pretty good at it. But when Gracie Johnson is there, you get a player that's really high on the net.
14-all. What a match this has been between the Hurricanes and the Blue Devils. Good pass from Yardimchi to get that to Grieve. Nearly put it down, but it's dug out by Nikki Underwood,
Nice
seeing some of her
defense.
first action.
Nice block.
It was Grieve alongside Cassiano. Feliciano.
And it stayed there. We can see it from the side.
Yeah, lost another one to the ceiling.
Right in front of us, right there.
The second redo of the evening.
They'll be hiring somebody to get a couple of those balls.
Yeah. I don't know what the best way to go about getting them is.
They're pretty expensive.
Yeah.
You need a finger to get them there for sure.
(14-14) once again with Bryant serving. Grieve puts Miami back in front.
Smart play down the line, knowing that the setter, even though she's a great blocker, she should be the smallest one in there, so took advantage. Great swing by Angie. Up by one again, the Canes, Mosion out to serve.
Johnson.
Out of bounds.
No touch. Miami leads by 2.
Now that we have a professional league, this is a girl that you can actually check. I think she obviously needs to work on her passing, but when it comes to hitting, she can also become a right side. But she can flat out jump and hit.
Yep. Miami's done a good job defensively against the talented Johnson this evening. Fleming. Nice dig by Vach. Here's Grieve. It's Nikki Underwood once again, who's just come in a few points ago. Tejada and Yardimchi. They've been so important for Miami, and they team up right there to extend the lead to 3.
Great play. They set up that block. They knew where they were going. Like I said, when you know that the block is there, you need to figure out what you're going to do. You just can't go and hit straight. You're going to eat it.
Moisio serving. Excuse me, by 2, 16-14. I beg your pardon, now 16-15 on the kill.
They've been really effective whenever they have been able to use the middle. The reason why they haven't been able to use it much, very good serving, disrupting that offense, not making it easy for them to set the middles, but that's a good matchup for them every time they have used it.
I was right, actually. It was 17. The scoreboard was just a point behind. Anyway, 17-15 is our score. Emma Worthington will serve. Duke could really use a big run from Worthington, and instead she puts it into the net.
Straight into the net. Things happen at all levels. Sometimes you see it in club and parents go crazy and go, professionals do this all the time. It ain't easy.
Payman-Yardimchi serves Underwood.
Oh, it's a double.
Mistake by Worthington, who's been so good tonight. 35 assists, 4 blocks, 5 digs. But her Blue Devils trail by 4 late in the 4th, already down a set. This Hurricane crowd can start to sense it. Keith.
Great play. I don't think she's been used as much as she should. Like, I will give her some more balls. The moment that we have seen that the Canes have gotten hot with the player, you see Savannah setting the ball there. I think they have missed both on the middle and the right side there. They're being really effective. Give them the ball.
Johnson served Cologne, who had to really adjust at the last moment. Yardimchi dug out by Worthington. Keith does well to get to that ball. Johnson blocked at the net. And again, good adjustment by Fleming.
Angie with the roll shot.
Finally, Keith ends the rally with a point for Duke. The Blue Devils back within 1.
You want to try to get rid of this now. You don't want to go into the 5th set when you had the advantage that you have of 4 points, 19-15.
Sorry, within 2, beg your pardon.
Yes.
Sometimes they get that score up there so quickly, I don't even realize they had it. They're on their game today.
I'm trusting them for now.
Serve goes long, 20-17. 5 more points for the Hurricanes. That's what they need.
Nothing better when it's a tight match to see that ball go out of bounds. You even deflate. You go like, such a relief. Rosado coming to serve for Angie Greaves. Both of them great servers. Rosado also will help digging, so great coaching job by Coach Cano and the staff. From Morovis, Puerto Rico, right in the middle of the island.
A serve from Rosado goes to Richardson. Worthington does well to get that to Fleming.
Oh, she's still celebrating, and they went for 2 touches.
A little bit early, but the point nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a pretty hard ball to get. Like, every time they have used her, her stats should be pretty high. Yep. She hasn't had too many attempts, but the ones that she's got, she's been able to put it away.
7 kills and 4 blocks for Lizzie Fleming. No errors on her 16 swings.
Nice pass by Rosado. That's your job.
Cologne, did she miss just wide? She did.
She did. No, they say number 11 touched it, and she's pretty happy with that. Looks like she did jump it. Yeah, she's even telling the coach, way to go.
Jolene Nagel checked with the official just to confirm where the touch was.
International now, they're giving you a yellow, a green card if you actually call it. I think it was a net, by the way. I didn't see any touch there.
21-18. Keefe with the swing. Went off Cassiano and Cologne's hands, but out of bounds. Duke trims the deficit to 2.
It's another player that's probably claiming for, I want to get set some more.
Dunk
nice
by
dump.
Vach. She pulled it out at just the right time. Savannah Vach with her 2nd kill of the night, and it puts Miami 3 points away.
Alex, that screams confidence. I'm a confident player. I know what I'm doing.
As she should be. Player of her caliber. Worthington to Johnson.
Block.
Excuse me. Yes, to Robinson.
Nice off the hands.
Point for Duke.
Really high on that net. She can really jump. Rachel Richardson at 5'9", the junior from Maryland.
About as elite of a run and jump athlete as you'll see in collegiate volleyball. 5'9" and plays like she's 6'3", as we said earlier. Cologne with a kill.
Great passing by Rosado also. I think she needed this to get a confidence booster. She's doing this job Liberos and DSs win matches. She's doing it now. I see her more confident than I saw her earlier in the season.
23-20 Hurricanes. Miami's 2 points away from a win over the Blue Devils, who entered today at 10-3.
Flor Heredia with that jumper.
Excellent serve by the sophomore. Johnson, big swing. Cassiano and Yardimchi were there. She'll give it a go again. This time a tip.
See? Touch.
Grieve did get the touch. Quadruple set point for Miami.
Great defense by
Match
Savannah
point.
Back, and it's a great way to gold medalist in the Olympics.
For the here and now, Miami looking to finish this one off. Flor Marie Heredia Colon serving for the match. Goes to Bryant. Duke stays alive. Jess Robinson. There's one. Duke needs 3 more.
Abby Cassiano still jumped. She almost got a nice piece of her. 1 more point. But there is no clock in this game, guys. This game ain't over.
Madison Bryant. Gonna need to rattle off 3 in a row for the Blue Devils. Feliciano sets Vach. Yardimchi ends it. What a fantastic night for the junior and a fitting end. The Hurricanes take set 4, 25-21, and win the match 3-1.
Great match. Great job, Savannah.